Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Handsome Jacks Doppelganger Let's Play. We are in Concordia and it's been a few days since I last recorded this, so I'm not quite sure where we left off. I think it was when we tried getting a load of levels with Felicity rampant, only to find out that she doesn't drop any good XP, so failed on that one really, but we've got a couple of side missions. I think we're just going to spend today's episode. Nothing is never an option. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, just going to spend this episode cleaning up a bit of side missions before we go on in the mission, which I think will be Veins of Helios, won't it? Veins of Helios. Travel to the Helios. There we go. So yeah, we'll get to that eventually, but we'll just pick up these side missions now and just clear up a few of them. So what time are we on? Yeah, okay, right. Just so I know when we're going to finish. So wiping the slate as well. We'll get that one done. So, let's progress and try and get ourselves to level 19 today. That should be pretty easy, really, looking at it. Find and destroy the Merith's Echo Diver. So we can do that one in here anyway. This is the long-ass one where we've got to go in here, I think. Okay, I don't like this mission. It really does take a long time, but we need to get it done anyway, and it's easy XP. So, we'll go for it. We'll go for it, and hopefully it won't take that long to actually get done. But we'll go ahead and activate that mission now, and I'll just try and find a random topic of conversation to talk about. So, come on then. Where is it? Ah, it's here. And then ladder down. What a prick. There we go. Okay, and off we go. So, today we are going to be talking about the new patch that has just come out. Now, I've tried and film a few of these episodes in advance, but so this might not actually be news to a lot of you, because it'll probably be like a week after this patch actually came out. But basically, for those of you that don't know, in fact, you know what? I've got a nice big beefy can of Monster sat next to me, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up because I need a drink, and I can't get the tag open. Here's a pen. Ah, there we go. Oh yes. So let me take a gulp of this. Oh, that's beautiful. So yeah, basically, this won't be news to a lot of you now, but there was a patch come out yesterday that fixed quite a lot of the quite a few little issues, nothing major or anything like that. I'll have done a video on it. I haven't currently done one yet, but I'll do that after I finish recording this, and I will actually upload it straight away. Oh, I'm on the ladder. Let's get that destroyed. Yeah, so I'll get that uploaded. So there will be a video on this on my channel, so if you don't know about it, then be sure to go and check that out. But basically, there was a load of little random fixes, nothing too majorly important. But if you guys remember, a few weeks ago, I did a little topic of discussion on farming and the unfarmable bosses, and how it's basically killing this game already, pretty much. Actual random fact right now as well, twice as many people, I think it's been predicted, are still playing Borderlands 2 over the pre-sequel, which is quite a scary thought really. Borderlands 2 is over 2 years old now. This game is pretty much brand new still. It's only been out 2 months, 2.5 months, something like that. So not a massive deal of time, but people are still playing Borderlands 2, and I'm actually tempted in a way as well to start doing a few more Borderlands 2. Now, I've pretty much covered nearly everything I wanted to cover in Borderlands 2. As you guys know, I probably started quite late on in the Borderlands 2 cycle, but I think I did get quite a lot of content out. I mean, there's pretty much no more farming routes or anything like that I could do. There's, you know, no chest location guides or anything like that. I covered the whole lot, but there's still a few things that I wanted to clear up in there, like Legendary Run. I will be finishing that off definitely, and it's pretty much tempting me to go ahead and do that now, because farmability is crap at the minute in this game. It's not very good at all. As you know, the unfarmable bosses are everywhere. you can only farm them once. What's going on here? There we go. And yeah, so I made a video the other week about, hopefully, you know, a bit of a plea really to Gearbox. They probably won't watch my video. You know, I'm not like a massive, you know, figure in the Borderlands community or anything like that. I'm not, you know, the biggest Borderlands YouTuber, but some of the Borderlands YouTubers have covered this as well. But yeah, unfarmable bosses. There was a bit of a plea in that video that I made about hopefully getting that fixed, and they did respond in a way. The community manager responded on the Gearbox forum saying no promises, but we're looking into it, kind of thing. And since then we've heard absolutely nothing. And then another patch rolled out yesterday, which wasn't major in any way apart from one thing, and that was to nerf the drop rates of Iwajira for the thingy. And the other week another patch nerfed the drop rates of the Torg destroyers, I think it was, for the grenade, the bonus package. So that's 2 patches in what, 2-3 weeks, nerfing legendary drops, and still no change on the unfarmable bosses. So it's a bit disappointing, that really. I want to know what you guys think on this, but like I'll say in the video that I'm going to make, it's pretty much a kick in the teeth for the pre-sequel and the Borderlands community in general, I think. So yeah, do they want to kill this game? You know, it's one of these things you're scratching your head and you're thinking, come on, it's not that hard to think. Fix farmable bosses. You know, once you've done all your playthroughs. I mean, not a lot of people are like me that play with all, you know, all the characters and that. Some people just like one character to play with, one straight character to level up, get through all of the modes, and then they're quite happy to spend the rest of the time just farming weapons over and over again, getting better and better every time, things like that. But I mean, how can you do that when you haven't got any bosses to farm, really? I mean, apart from who we got? We've got Red Belly for the Striker, Felicity Rampant for the Quasar, Bosun for the Cryophobia, Sentinel. You know, apart from 4 or 5 bosses that you can farm over and over again. I mean, what is there to do in this? Once you've got yourself, you know, all them weapons that you can, all them massive number of 5 weapons or whatever it is that you can get from bosses that actually spawn and drop them over and over again, you've got nothing to do really. Once you've cleared up all the badass rank guides, you know, there's a lot to do in this game. There is a lot, you know. But once you've done all that, what do you do? And come on, what is Borderlands? What made Borderlands 2 last so long was because there was about 1,000 bosses to farm, so many legendaries to get, things like that, constantly improving on the weapons that you have got and things like that. And it's just not happening at the minute because you've got 5 bosses that you can go for, and that won't take that long. Am I missing something here? Blow off his head. I thought you had to be up here for that. Oh, you idiot. I can't believe I just did that. There we go. Now I've got to take it. But yeah, so that's one thing that's really just hit out at the minute, and it's kind of a kick in the teeth. There's, you know, this game's going to die. Do they want it to die? You know, I'm hoping that they're just not bothered about fixing it, and they're trying to hope people just carry on playing it for maybe a year while they bring, you know, Borderlands 3 out on that. But Borderlands 3, I'm quite happy to wait another 2 years for. Like, we waited 2 years for the pre-sequel. I'm quite happy to... Oh my god, I've got to stop getting ahead of myself here. I'm quite happy to wait till, 2016 for Borderlands 3, if it means that it is absolutely awesome. I'm not in any rush for it to come out, but while I'm doing it, you know, while I'm waiting, it'd be nice to have this game to fall back on and do some good stuff with. So, you know, they need to make every single unfarmable boss farmable. You know, there's not as many bosses in this as Borderlands 2, I don't think, but there's still a lot. You know, there's a hell of a lot. I'm raking through them with my legendary weapon guides and things like that. I'm getting there, and there's quite a lot to do still. But come on, do you think people are really going to spend the next year, maybe 2 years, down here at the grinder, just getting legendaries? I mean, to do it, you've got to go out, and unless you use Gibbed or something like that to spawn in legendaries and that, you need to sacrifice purples and legendaries to get another legendary, and there's no guaranteed chance you'll get the legendary you want. So you could grind 5-6 rocket launchers and pull a nukem out of the grinder every time, and you've already got 2 nukems. You know, some things like that. You want a cryophobia, or you want a, sorry, not a cryophobia, you want a bada boom, say, and you put 6 or 7 legendaries that you spent hours farming one boss to get enough legendaries to put in there, and you're getting out the same weapon every time. You know, that's no fun, and people are eventually going to get annoyed with that. And yeah, it's just annoying, really. You think they'd learn, you think they'd be, you know, wanting to prolong the lives of their games. That's what makes Borderlands successful, the playability factor, the respawning, the refarming of bosses, and it's just not here at the minute. So sorry if I'm rambling on here, but you know, that was a bit of a long mission, and it just needs talking about, really, and hopefully, you know, it's better than me just not saying anything at all. But it just really annoys me that they're not thinking about things like that, and they're not sorting it. So they're actually nerfing things before they're patching things. And, you know, we've had no positive, the last couple of patches. I know patches are about, I'm in Outland Spur, alright. I know patches are about balancing the game, things like that. Fair enough, you know, balance this game as much as you want. Some things were OP, some things like the shooting star shield needed nerfing a bit to make it fairer and things like that. But why not fix the major issues first rather than the minor issues? I mean, I never, apart from testing it out to see when I first saw how good apparently the shooting star was, apart from testing that out, I never used the shooting star, so it wasn't OP for me. I know it's because it's more of a melee kind of thing, and I never really set up a melee character. You know, I never used it. Some people probably did, and some people probably, you know, used the hell out of it, so it was amazing. But why not fix the major issues of keeping the money rolling in? You know, that's what developers want. They want money. That's why they make games. They want the money. They want to make the games. But, you know, if someone goes up to the mate and says, "Oh, you play pre-sequel, don't you?" Yeah, I do. You know, is it any good? Well, it's not bad, really. Is it worth its money then? Well, I wanted it to, you know, play it for ages, but I'm bored with it now, and I've gone back to Borderlands 2. So what's that person going to say? Oh, I'll buy it then. No, they're going to say, oh, I'll probably leave it then if it's not that good. You know, word of mouth is a big thing in selling games, and if people are already going back to Borderlands 2, then it's not going to sell anything, really, is it? It just, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But what do you guys think anyway? Do you think, you know, do you think it's as bad as people are saying, or are you quite happy to sit there for now? Now, do I think they'll actually patch refarmable bosses? You know, yes, I do think they will, and I hope they will, because I've got a lot of things planned. I was disappointed when I found out about the respawnable bosses, because one thing that I do like to do is obviously farming routes and speed farming bosses and things like that, and I just can't do that at the minute. So it's affecting me for sure. It's affecting my videos. There's plenty of other things I can do, which I have been doing, but I'm kind of, you know, as a YouTuber, you're trying to think ahead of things to do and constantly trying to think of new ideas and that, and it's getting to the stage now and I'm thinking, right, when you know, once I cover everything, once I do all these playthroughs, do all the chess guides, things like that, badass rank guides, what can I actually do? And you know, it's just coming up with ideas. And one major thing that, you know, went on for a long time on my channel in Borderlands 2 revolved around and relied on bosses spawning quite a lot, and it's just not happening. So it's a bit worrying in that sense, but it's just worrying in general, because, you know, it makes me think that the future of the Borderlands games has been handed to another developer. And I'm not blaming 2K Australia for this or anything like that, but you've got to ask yourself the question, what would Gearbox have done this? You know, would they have, when they made Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, bosses respawned, refarmed, things like that? And that's why, you know, that's why this series is so successful now, because of those previous games. And this is the first time they're trying something new with the one-time only farms. And if it wasn't for dashboarding, or, you know, backing up your save game data, or doing the read-only trick on PC, you know, what could we do? I wouldn't have had any kind of chest location, boss location guides, less legendary location guide videos, anything like that, because you wouldn't have been able to film it. You'd have had one shot, and if you couldn't do the backup, you know, save game, dashboarding, that kind of thing, there'd be no such thing as legendary location guides or, you know, legendary weapon guides, things like that, because you won't be able to get the footage of it dropping. So, yeah, it just makes me think they must have known, they must know for sure that people would have found out the way to get around it, to refarm bosses and things. They knew you could do that. They definitely knew you could do that. So why did they put it in there? Why didn't they just say, well, people are going to just dashboard out, people are just going to, you know, back up the save game data, or make their, you know, game data read only, so they're going to be able to refarm these bosses. So why are we trying to stop them? Why not just make them respawnable? You know, did they think that they could get away with it, or people wouldn't think that? I don't know, but why do I always take oxygen domes down? I don't know why I do it. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, you went down pretty easy actually. I think, yeah, they're level 11. I should have done this mission a long time ago. Oh well, 1 XP. Damn it, we're not going to level up this episode, I don't think. But that's the joy of clearing out side missions. Shall we get the doppelgangers out? Nah. Ah, now who is it that comes here? I can't remember his name, but someone comes in a jet, and I'm pretty sure he's got the chance to drop a legendary. No, he hasn't. That's it. It's a badass rank guide that you've got to kill. Take this jet down in less than a minute or something like that. So we'll try and do that. I should really start selling stuff as well. I could have made a bit of money now.
But then I don't know what twee means. I'm Janie Springs. Do you think you'll survive this shootout?
There he is. Oh no, maybe not.
300 business cards that won't ever get used. You can send me an AK.
But yeah, let me know what you guys think anyway. Like I said, sorry I'm rambling on about this, but it's a good topic of conversation really, and it needs addressing, really does. Now, I haven't currently watched it, but I have just seen, I think it may have been Mac or Baru. They obviously covered this yesterday, this issue, and talked about pretty much the same thing I talked about as well. Now I got this morning, it's pretty early, I ain't been up that long, and I was wanting to get straight in and start recording this, but I have just seen flicking through YouTube on new videos that either Mac or Baru maybe has put up a video saying Gearbox responds. So I'm pretty sure that's about this issue, so that'll be interesting to see, and I'll probably talk about that in the next. It's Boomer, that was it. I've got to take him down in. There we go, badass rank completed. Yeah, so after this I'll probably go ahead and watch that and see what that's all about, and in the next video we can probably talk about that. Hopefully we've got good news on that one, and they'll actually just turn around and say that it's get down, that they're sorry, you know. Probably not, because Gearbox are always quite, not secretive, but they always watch what they say and things like that, and never make any promises really, or anything that can be taken the wrong way. But hopefully there's positive message in that, and you never know, they could say, you know, sorry about the nerfs, but they need to win, fair enough, you know, if they say that. But hopefully they might say something like refarmable bosses is a big issue we're looking into, and we're doing all we can. Keep an eye out soon. You know, you don't know with them, but it definitely needs addressing. Right, what are we doing for time? We're pretty much bang on time now, so I might just go and pick up a couple of side missions in Outlands Canyon and see how good we are. Then I think we'll pretty much be ending the episode after that then. So 2 side missions to pick up here, and we can do them in another episode. So first one's at Pickle, we can go and get that. I think that's just the X marks the spot one. The treasure hunt, which is pretty easy to do really, but we'll go ahead and pick that up. Oh, no, bit of a lag there, but sorted itself out pretty quickly. Hello, sir. Oh, you've got 2. Okay, fair enough. Where's this one then? That is right over. Oh, that's the basketball one. Boom, yeah. Right, okay, well, we'll keep that there then for now. And, yeah, we'll end it here anyway. So, like I said, apologise if I was rambling about things, but it's just one of these issues a bit closer to my heart than the other ones. Kind of gets on my wick a little bit. I want this game to survive. I want this game to thrive, basically. So and keep us going and looting and shooting into close, hopefully, to when Borderlands 3 comes out. But I'd rather them take the time with it and allow this game to keep people's keep people satisfied, so they can take the time and develop a massive, bigger, better Borderlands in the future. And that's just not going to happen when all their players and customers are just not interested, because there's nothing to do in the game once you've finished it. So yeah, like I said, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think on this issue, how you feel, and yeah, feel free to say otherwise if you don't agree and you think that there is lots to do. And let me know what you guys do after you've completed the game to keep yourselves entertained. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Anyway, this has been another episode of the Handsome Jacks Doppelganger playthrough, and in the next episode, hopefully, we might probably I'll watch that video and hopefully I'll have a reply, and we can talk about that a little bit. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.